Hello and welcome back to another episode of Vintage Glamour. I am your host, Host-Key Michel, and welcome back to the show. So what's going on, everyone? I'm very happy to be back here with you all for another episode. And before I dive in to the topic for today, I wanted to first say, thank you to all of you all that reached out to me in the DMs this week, to tell me I hope you feel better when I announced on my Instagram story that I was going to do a surprise IG live for you all, but I wasn't able to do it because I wasn't feeling well. And, you all just coming through and, just sharing, some beautiful forms of kindness, it meant a lot to me. It really meant a lot to me. Because, you all, with the way the world is going right now, I don't need to get into, any details about that. We all know what's going on. With the way the world is going right now, kindness is essential. It is essential, you all. You know what I mean? So I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate this community. And I wanted to start off this podcast episode, stating that I am still a little sick. I definitely still am. My throat is very, very, very scratchy, but I'm like, you know what? I gotta get this episode out because I know that you all have really been enjoying Vintage Glamour, and also I really am excited about this topic for today because I really want you all to kind of think, about this topic. Fashion Week started on September the 8th, so Wednesday, and I have been really thinking about fast fashion stores wanting a piece of the resale pie. And so that is the topic for today. Fast fashion stores wanting a piece of the resale pie. Now, there have been several fast fashion stores that have come out and announced that they have now incorporated a resale fashion element to their fast fashion brand. Urban Outfitters is one of them. They just recently announced that they have a thrift app, Levi's, Nordstrom. So there are several fast fashion brands that have been coming out and announcing that they're, implementing a resale fashion element, and there will be more. Resale fashion, as we all know, is predicted to surpass fast fashion in the next 10 years, but I honestly think it will be in the next 5. That's just what I intuitively believe, but we will see what happens, right? So this is an interesting topic because, some people can say, well, this is business, right? They're really just adapting with the times. If resale fashion is predicted to surpass fast fashion, then, we can only expect that fast fashion stores are going to adapt with the times, which I think is understandable, and I think that is true as well, right? But there are a lot of people that are really bothered by this transition, you all. There are a lot of people that are bothered because of the fact you all are implementing resale fashion elements to your brand, but you're still a fast fashion brand. Urban Outfitters is still a fast fashion brand. Nordstrom, Levi's, still a fast fashion brands, right? So there are a lot of people that are like, okay, so you're implementing resale into your brand, but you're a fast fashion brand? Make it make sense, right? So, I wanted to bring out this topic to you all, and I honestly wish this was a way where I could, have a panel discussion. I really envision this because I want to be able to hear you all, answer questions like this. You know what I mean? But I don't want to digress on that. But anyways, I really want you all to really think about this question because we're going to be seeing this a lot. I was actually, watching a panel discussion. It was on Business of Fashion, their YouTube channel. I stumbled upon it. I'm actually glad I did because it was a panel discussion with resale fashion gurus that are in the field. So the owner of ThredUp, was there, and there was another owner of a big resale fashion brand in Europe. I forget the name, so forgive me, I forget the name. But it was a really, really great panel. And, they were talking about, where resale is going in the next few years and just how, the growth is only going to continue to grow exponentially, right? So, even the industry leaders have been stating, oh, no. Like, this industry is getting ready to really take over, right? So, we can only expect that we're going to start seeing a lot of fast fashion stores say, well, you know what? Hey, if resale fashion is getting ready to take over, then I want a piece of the resale fashion pie. I want a piece of the resale fashion pie as well. But then it comes back to the core. Okay, why do you really want a piece of the resale fashion pie? Do you really care? Is this genuine? Like, do you really care about, the foundation of resale fashion? As, people, in this industry, we don't just, promote and sell resale fashion because we think it's like cool or trendy. We really know that this is just a better form of fashion. It truly is, it really is. And I know that, a lot of us, have fast fashion clothes in our closets and we still shop at fast fashion brands. But, shopping resale is truly the way, right? It really is. Our environment is screaming at us right now. It's like, come on, you all. Like, help me out. You guys are throwing all this clothing into landfills, right? And you think it's not harming me? So resale fashion is just a better form of fashion, right? But, it comes back to, all right, are these fast fashion brands, adapting because they know resale fashion is a better form of fashion, and they really want to, make a difference, right? Really make a profound difference? Or are they just doing this for business and they just want a piece of the resale pie? So I actually proposed this question on a platform that I run called Blacks Who Thrift. And I really love the responses that people stated. A lot of people weren't having it, actually. They were like, oh no, like, I really believe that, it isn't genuine. And they just really just want a piece of the resale fashion pie because they know that resale is getting ready to take over. You know what I mean? If they really cared about resale, they would change their whole business structure to a resale fashion brand instead of implementing a resale fashion element into their brand, right? It doesn't come off genuine. And I really love the responses that a lot of people were stating. They were really insightful. And I said, you know what? I really want to come to this community and do a podcast episode about this topic because we're going to start to see this. We're all going to start to see this as time goes on. You know what I mean? We're going to start to see a lot more fast fashion brands wanting a piece of the resale pie. You know what I mean? They're going to want a piece of the resale pie. But is it genuine or is it all about business? And that is what I really want you all to really, really, really think about. And after listening to this podcast episode, I know that there is, if you're listening via Anchor, there is a place where you can comment, right? You can comment on, episodes, but head back to the Instagram platform, the Key to Fashion Instagram platform, and share your responses below. I really want to start a discussion there. Share your responses below. What do you think? What do you really think? Do you think that, these fast fashion brands, they want a piece of the resale fashion pie because they really care and it's, they're really being genuine about this? Or, is it just strictly business? I really want you all to share down below in the comment section. So it's going to be the comment section of the Vintage Glamour post that I'll be putting up at 1. That's when I release this episode. So at 1, definitely let me know. I definitely want you all to share down below what you all really think about this. And I would love to start a discussion. And also, it's a safe space. So don't feel like, you can't say what you want to say. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want you all to feel that way. You know what I mean? Share whatever you want to share. It's a safe space. I don't want anybody to feel like they can't share their own opinion. So I definitely want to state that disclaimer. So before I wrap this episode up, I also want to state that I recently made a post where I stated what I'm looking for in terms of guest for the Vintage Glamour podcast. So I know that you all have been stating to me how some of you all have been stating to me how you would love to be a guest on this show. I have people been emailing me, DMing me, and this is exciting because this was actually what I wanted to do. So it's crazy how, intuitively I was thinking about this and that you all have been coming out and stating this. So we're aligned, you know what I mean? So I made a article where I literally just stated what I'm looking for. And if you feel like you fit any of the qualifications, please reach out. You know what I mean? I definitely believe that after reading the article, you will feel like, oh, no, there's a place for me here. I'm definitely going to reach out and become a guest on this show. So definitely reach out. I would love for anybody that feels like, nope, I want to be a guest on the show to reach out. Even if you're nervous about it, but you still want to do it, that's clearly a sign that you got to get out of your comfort zone, right? So definitely reach out. I love to interview people, and I definitely believe that the audience, this community that listens to the show will really, really benefit, from interviews and from discussions. I also want to state that, I don't want anybody to feel like, I want to come on the Vintage Glamour show just for self-gain. I really want you all to really think about, okay, how can I come on this show and inspire and empower the community? It's always about the community. Everything that we're doing here is for the community, right? So I really want you all to really think about that. Even if you want to come on the show to share your own story, how is your story going to empower or inspire the community? You know what I mean? It's always for the people. We always got to think about the people, right? So I want to let you all know that. And once again, I'm going to also let you all know, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I have been putting up videos on the YouTube channel this week, and I will continue to put up videos throughout the month. So subscribe to the YouTube channel. Definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel. And with that being said, you all, as always, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Vintage Glamour. And I hope you all have a great one. Bye now.